Please welcome the incredible Grace Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Here she is.
Finally.
Finally,
I see you again.
Come, Madame. Grace Jones. Wow, that's amazing. Now, you see, I don't know what you're talking about. You say you didn't have your clothes with you. That's a fantastic outfit. Was that what you were wearing? That's day wear. You were wearing that anyway.
No, I was wearing like a bathrobe kimono kind of thing.
I see.
Yes, and the kind of outfit that I make up in, so it might have little patches and powder and stuff on it. But
You look great. Doesn't she
Yeah.
look incredible, ladies and gentlemen? Only Grace Jones can.
Thank you.
Wow, how lovely to have you here. Hey, you know, the thing is, I'm not just saying this, you don't appear to have aged in the last 30 years or so.
Well-
What's the secret? What have you been... You just been eating blueberries all the time or something?
No, I hate blueberries.
Sorry, I mentioned them.
I think red wine is a very good thing.
No.
So the doctors told me, yeah.
You're on the red wine diet.
Yeah.
So I suppose the grapes...
Not too much.
The grapes count as one of
are
your
good.
5 a day, don't they, in the red wine?
Actually, my nickname is Grapes.
Is it? I won't ask why.
No, but I work out. I
Of course you
do.
do.
I
Of course you
do.
do.
I swim every day.
How far do you swim?
Almost
It's a
every
big
day.
swim, a long
Well, I
time?
try to do at least a half an hour without stopping. And I like bicycling, especially in the English side, countryside.
How nice, how nice.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I should
It's
imagine
very
you
good.
don't dress up, you know, in the proper Grace Jones outfit for the cycling, because if we saw you coming down
No,
the road
I
like that...
do
you'd
actually. I've got an amazing outfit for cycling.
Have you really?
Yes. It's you know, it's a Miyake. I love Miyake.
So you wear Izzy Miyake when you're cycling?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Will you please tell me next time
really
you're going out, I'm just
loyal.
going to come and hang around the corner and watch?
Actually, I'll give you one of the outfits. I have two.
I've got a watch, an outfit. I can't believe I left alone. You know, one of the things I love about you, I love various albums you've made over the years that I've grown up listening to and I've just enjoyed so much. I was playing, you know, those albums you made with Sly and Robbie were just tremendous. But I love the way that you seem to inspire others to create art. You're something of a muse to various people, aren't you, over the years? You've worked with so many great artists.
I like to think so. I love collaborating. And I like also when I collaborate, they push me and I push them. So you end up always with something magical in the end.
Something unique. And so you argue, you fight, you throw in your own ideas and...
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I got tons of my own ideas.
I bet you have.
Yeah.
This photograph here of you, was that Jean-Paul Goude? Was that one of those
Oh, my
collaborations?
goodness.
That's a great photograph,
Yes,
isn't
it was Jean-Paul.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
How important is that part of, when you were recording and making music, how important is the visual side of it and the kind of image of the album covers and the look you're creating? Is that...
No, it's all very important for me because actually I really started on the stage as a teenager. And then my mother was very much into fashion. She was a seamstress, did weddings and things like that, and embroidered and crocheted. And we were all brought up doing that, learning how to do that. So that was very important for me. And I think growing up in Jamaica with a very religious background made my imagination even so much more out there, out of the box.
Why was that? Because of the colour of the religion you were feeling, or was it the fact you
colour.
wanted to break out of it?
No, it wasn't the color. It's just that I realized I was living in a bubble. And there was not much going on except for, you know, school, which was in church, and school, which was in church and school.
And how did young Grace rebel against that? At what
well,
age did you start? At what age did you start pushing against that?
As soon as I think I pushed at it in a hidden way, where they didn't actually realize I was actually doing it in my own quiet way. And as soon as everyone would come home or see them coming home from climbing a tree, you know, looking down the road, then I take off my nail polish, you know, and I do all the things that vanity. I have a lot of vanity.
How did your mum react when you started changing, when you started rebelling against it? How did she deal with it?
Well, you know, marry a preacher, you know, like she did, and that's why one of the songs is called William's Blood in Me on the new album, and that all has to do about my mom trying to get me to do what she did. Otherwise, you know, you're going to be manizing and drinking, and you're going to live a short life, you know.
Which is 2 out of those 3 you've been
That
doing,
is
I
what?
guess. Is that... Because you've enjoyed the company of gentlemen, and you've, as we know, you live on the red wine diet.
Yeah,
So...
well, yeah, I had to
three,
drink a
haven't they?
little sip or two
Yeah.
to realize that it's the blood of Christ in church. Actually.
Has she relaxed though? Is your
Oh,
mum?
yeah,
is your mum?
totally.
She's still alive. your
Yes,
mum, yeah?
she is.
So
My
she
dad
must.
just passed.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
Yeah.
that. Have you raised your son with any religion at all? Have you? Did you steer
Well,
him?
yeah, I mean, you know, in spiritually, I have raised him
Yeah,
spiritually.
yeah.
I
There
think
he is.
that's
There's
the
a
key.
good-looking young boy. Of course, we'd expect nothing
Oh,
less.
goodness, yeah, that's him. Eat your hearts out, as they say.
It must be quite. I would have thought. Is it tough for him to be your son? Do you think? Because people
It's
have an
not.
expectation for what you're going to be like, don't they?
Yeah, but everybody, when they meet him, they cannot believe he's my son.
Why not?
Because they think he should be crazy or gay or I don't know. You know? But I have the one formula I think that really worked, and that was never to use a negative word to him ever from he was a baby.
So you never said no to him.
Never said no, never said don't, never say never.
So
It's
how would that
difficult.
work out on a day-to-day? You got a little kid, because when people are a bit older, obviously they understand consequences more. But say when he was 5 or 6 and he wanted more sweeties, he didn't want proper food, he wanted more sweeties. What would you do then?
No, I said if you have more sweeties, all your teeth are going to either not grow or all fall out.
And would he listen to that?
Yes, he would.
That's unusual.
Yeah, yeah. Or if you want to go in the swimming pool, you'll drown.
See, that
You'll
consequence,
die.
I can see that would work. That consequence. Can I ask you about your personal life, Grace? Do you mind?
Okay. No,
Are you
I've
with?
never
Are you
known
with someone at the moment? Do you
anybody.
have anyone in your life? Are you in a relationship?
Yeah, I am, but
Okay.
I'm not going to say who he is.
I'm not
if
going to
that's
ask.
all right.
It's okay. When you've been in the periods when you've been not with someone, do you find are men intimidated by you? Do you find it hard to attract a man, or is it a certain kind of man who comes for you?
Actually, I think once you have one session with me,
I'm not
you'll
doubting
get
that.
over
I'm
it.
not
One
doubt-
session and you'll be absolutely relaxed and, you know, and you'll want more.
I'm sure I would. I'm sure I would. I just wonder whether men were intimidated before they got to the first session deal, whether they were, you know, scared of coming up to you, or whether because you are quite an intimidating
yeah,
character.
but if I like someone, I don't usually wait for them to approach me, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you would just go straight over?
Oh,
What would you say?
well, I would just sit down and say, what's your name?
You'd have to answer them.
How many languages do you speak?
Not many.
Would you like to learn another one?
I've only got time for one session. But I've heard that's enough.
That's enough.
How many
And
languages
that's
do you
it.
speak, Grace?
About 4.5, 5.
Well, 4.5. Half
Well,
doesn't count.
well, if I speak Jamaican dialect, you
Okay.
really wouldn't understand
So like
me.
patois, full patois?
Yeah, full-on
Okay.
patois.
Oh, wow.
You know, yeah.
And so let's
And
count
all the
Jamaican patois as
Latin,
one, and then
all
you.
the Latin ones.
So you mean like Italian? You speak Italian?
Yeah, Italian,
Need this
French, Spanish.
Wow. And well, you've learnt this in your modelling years when you were travelling?
Yes, when I was traveling, and also I studied to be a Spanish teacher.
Oh, really?
So that's why I'm kind of a dominatrix.
Good to know. I'll call Formula One and send you over.
Well, you know, teachers have to be, you know, firm.
Was this was on stage, someone being...
Oh, see, that's what I mean!
She's loving it, though, isn't he?
Oh,
Look at that.
absolutely. You know, this could have been, I believe, at Roseland.
In New York?
In New York.
Famous dance hall.
And where I was in the cage with the tiger, and I was a boxer, and, you know,
Grace, but-
absolutely. And I was in my wedding dress, stripped off here,
Yeah.
singing I Need a Man. Yeah.
And-
Now it's coming all back to me.
And someone answered the
Good
call.
memories.
Yeah. Have you ever written this down? Are you going to write your life story? Have you ever got round to doing this? Because it would make not only a great book, but also, wouldn't it make a terrific film? I would love to see because that's a great period in New York history. It's a great period when, you know, modelling was a kind of new and whole exciting time when we were first getting to know the idea of supermodels, and you were one of them, of course. What a great period. You should find the time to do that.
I
mate.
was a brief supermodel, a very brief one.
Yeah, but you could have done it for long if you wanted, couldn't you?
Well, probably, but I really wanted to do the acting
Yeah.
and singing.
So there's a new Grace Jones album out. This is after almost
nude
20
one.
years. Not a nude, no,
A
nude.
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 Sorry.
Oh, don't worry.
There's a new nude. Sorry.
A new
Singing
nude
it.
album. Okay,
Sorry, darling.
Grace Jones, Hurricane. And what's that on the conveyor belt on the cover there? That's your head?
Yes, that's in the chocolate factory, and that's myself being made out of chocolates
Wow.
at Thornton's Chocolate Factory.
There you are. That's you actually making one, is it?
Yes.
Do you like chocolate? Are you a big
I
chocolate
love
eater?
chocolate, but I can't eat it because I'll get zits. I can have maybe like, you know, when I was there, I know the foreman kind of kept poking them in my mouth. I couldn't refuse because the smell was so addictive, was amazing. I couldn't wait to go back down to start filming again.
Hey, Grace, how lovely to have you on the show. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I think you were delighted. I've always loved your presence on the planet. It's a much better place for having you here.
Thank you.
Will you come on and perform a song for us live here, maybe?
I would absolutely love it.
Okay, we'll do that, but only if
Yeah,
you promise to
just
bring
to see
me
you
a
again.
giant head filled with cream yolk.
Where's your chocolate head? I thought I brought you a chocolate head.
I think they have, but you know what?
I wanted to see you lick it right now.
I'll let you hear it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Grace Jones.
Thank you.
Thank you, Grace.
Thank you, Jonathan.
See you after. Grace Jones.
Bye.
What a fabulous, look at that outfit. Give us a 12. Look at that.